Hi there, Chris Fougere here, and I just want to welcome you to this webinar. And I want to tell you that this time that we spend together is going to be action-packed as far as actionable things you're going to be able to take with you into your business and see improvements in as little as 24 hours. But it's all up to you as far as what you learn here today. So before we get started into the 3 secrets to explosive business growth in the next year, even when the economy stinks, let me tell you a little bit about who I am and what I do. So first of all, in the inset picture here on good old Facebook, that's me making a goofy face standing in my award-winning restaurant kitchen. And there off to the side are kids that cause me trouble when I'm not at work. So good little Sydney and Dryden there. Now here's the website for my restaurant, and I want to say that we get lots of website hits, and I'm going to tell you about how we actually get our prospects right off of our website as we go through this presentation. But you can check us out online. It's food.ca. That's FUDE.ca. Go check it out. Now here's me doing a roundtable for the Manitoba Marketing Network. I am one of their keynote speakers. Actually did a lot of speaking recently on a small business week here in Manitoba. But this is just an example of what we do with local small business owners is have roundtables and help them solve some of their marketing issues. Now, let's get back to it. So what are we going to talk about today? We're going to talk about the 3 secrets, or some could say ways, secrets just sounds more sexy, to explosive business growth in this next year. Now, you might be saying to yourself, only 3 ways, and the answer is absolutely yes. There's a lot of different things, examples that can fall under these categories, but the bottom line is there's only really 3 things that you can do to increase your sales, and what you want to be able to do is have strategies under each one of those categories working for you, hopefully on autopilot is the goal here. Now, number 1 way or secret is to get more customers. I know you may be thinking to yourself, that's no secret, bud. I hope it gets better, but here's the idea. It's not... I'm pausing. Yeah. Now, as we talk about getting more customers, it's not one of those situations where we don't know that we need new customers. One of the things that most small businesses struggle with is how do I do it and how do I automate it so that's not my every waking moment thought process is either fulfillment of the tasks that I have for my clients or getting new clients. How do I reconcile those? And we want to be able to show you how to put getting more new customers on autopilot. So secret number 2 or way number 2 is getting those customers or prospects, new customers, to buy more often, right? So if you have a hair salon or a hairstylist place, getting them to show up more often. Maybe they need a haircut. I actually just recently started going to a new place, and now I get my haircut every 5 weeks because I see that that's when it works out best. And I used to get my haircut, turn into the Shaggy DA, and then get my haircut again. So you want to get your customers to come back more often. And the number 3 way and or secret is get those customers to spend more on each visit. So again, it's great if they're coming more often, but are you building them up on sales? So for example, I'll go back to the hair example. If I get my haircut every 5 weeks, that's fantastic for the place I go get my haircut. But maybe every second time or every third time, they can start selling me some hair products. And then they obviously have moved me up the value chain and got me to spend more on every second or third visit. So those are the 3 secrets and or ways to increase your business. Now, I want to make sure that you understand the math of this. Math is we all think math is maybe not as fun as certain things, but math is really powerful in this particular case. So I don't want you to overlook this. So here I have pictured customers times items purchased times purchase value equals total revenue. So let's look at those numbers here in an example below. So the example here is that you have 100 customers. They purchased 5 items, and the value of those 5 items is $10. So the total revenue in this particular example is $5,000. Okay. Now let's not overlook 20% growth in each one of these areas. So instead of 100 customers, let's go to 120. Instead of 5 items purchased, let's go to 6 items. Purchase value from $10 up to $12. Now let's look what happens here. 20% growth in each area actually propels your total revenue to $8,640 basically in growth. So that's $3,640 more than the first example. Now let's look at what actual growth that really is. That's a 73% growth overall. Why? Because each step compounds upon itself, right? Every business who's on this webinar and in your local neighborhood has the opportunity to improve in these three areas. The fundamentals may not seem sexy, but they absolutely work. So how do we do these things? How do we automate them? What kind of things need to happen? And my answer to that is go with some things that are tried and true. So first, number one, let's get more customers. How do we do that? What are some strategies? So first, and I will tell you this is really important, capture the name and address of every person walking through your door. Now you might say to me, well, how do we do that? Like, what is the mechanism? Well, I'll tell you what I did. I went out and got a Drawbox from Staples, and I printed off a little entry form to win a $100 gift card every month at the restaurant. Okay. Now we've been doing that for, I'm going to say, just as a round number, 10 years. Okay. And what we have with a combination of this Drawbox and a digital version of this Drawbox, which I'll kind of explain as we go on further here, and a version of it on my website, we've got our email database up to 14,700 and some odd change people on our list. Now, I say that because it's important to note that the restaurant that I run is only 50 seats. We're only open 27 hours a week. So I believe that it's quite an accomplishment to have over 14,700 people on my database, but we make it our business to capture the name and address of every person walking through your door. Now, before we leave this point, know this. Most people come into a restaurant, sit down, and they eat. Well, what if you have a place that, people come in, they look around, but they might leave without buying? Well, that is why you have to have a Drawbox in your place, giving away a good or a service that's high value to your prospects and clients, but low fulfillment cost for you, so that they have a reason to leave you their name and address so that you can follow up with them. Now, the other thing is loyalty programs. You want to get more customers? Get a loyalty program going. You'll recognize some of the logos here from this slide. Obviously, Safeway Club Card. People are prepared to pay 40% more for groceries at Safeway because they actually do a combination of the Club Card and Air Miles. You want to talk about another place that charges a pretty penny? Starbucks. Starbucks has a reward program as well. The bottom line is reward programs work, whether it be Air Miles, Club Card, Starbucks. People will make buying decisions at places that they can get rewarded. So if you don't have a loyalty program now, you need to get one started as soon as possible. Now you might be saying, well, who cares? Who cares about loyalty programs? It's not that big a deal, or maybe you can't afford it. Well, let's take a look at some of the loyalty program stats that you might not know about. I'm gonna take a break here because those stats aren't on there. I got to just verbal them.
Okay.
So loyalty program stats, what are they exactly? Well, here's the Cole's notes of loyalty program stats that you need to understand. When someone belongs to a loyalty program, they visit that place, whether it be an online business or a brick and mortar business, 2.4 times as often as someone who's not on a loyalty program at that business. And they spend up to 400% more. Let me say that again. They spend up to 400% more. So if you don't think you need a loyalty program, what you're really saying is you don't want to get people to visit more often and spend more money. Because if you go back to the 3 secrets, loyalty programs take care of the two out of those 3 on autopilot. So you're going to want to do that. Now, the other thing is that you can have SEO going for you. Now, search engines, obviously we all Google things now, and that's fantastic. Yellow pages are, still relevant, but getting less relevant all the time. The big thing for search engine is you need to be able to show up. So the thing that you need to know here, are little stats for you. 77% of search engines choose organic listings over paid listings. Okay. So what does that mean? That means that people are looking for relevant information. So if you don't have a website yet, you need to have a website. If you don't have a blog yet, you need to have a blog. If you don't have a Facebook page, you need to have a Facebook page. These are all things that help you in the search engines with organic listings rather than paying for Google AdWords, although that's not a bad strategy to get more customers. But in the long term, the cheaper way to go, the better ROI is going to be on organic results that you might get. Now again here, 67% of people choose organic search results when purchasing. Well, what does that mean? Well, that means when you go to see the, Google listing for, shoes in your city, if you punch in shoes and then there's some ads up there in either the kind of a yellowish box or a pink box and it's just lightly outlined, 67% of the people choose the listings that are not in that box or not down the side, right? So you want to be in that place. So again, if you don't have someone working on SEO for you, that might be something that you want to be able to do. And you want to be able to show yourself the value there by getting traffic to your website so people can make purchases for you. Am I starting this slide again?
No.
Oh.
That's why I was like, I waited for your pause.
Organic click-through rates, organic click-through generates 25% higher conversions than pay-per-click. So that basically means that pay-per-click, not a bad idea to do Google AdWords, but again, it's one of those things where organic click-through rates generate 25% higher conversion, which means that you really want to work on your organic search engine results, things on your website coming up like articles you may have written or blog posts you may have had, or just good content off your website. Social media marketing is another way that you can get people to come and find your business. Well, people say to me all the time, oh, I don't want to have a Facebook page, or I don't want to have a Twitter account, or I don't want to have a YouTube. Well, here's the thing about it. It doesn't matter what you want to have. You got to be where the eyeballs are. So if it's already been proven that half of all of North Americans, for example, are on Facebook and you don't have a presence there, you aren't going to get those eyeballs looking at your website or your offer or your wares or your services without a Facebook page. So you need to have a Facebook page, and that can be a way that you funnel people to your website and get them to come to your offers and specials that you have. So social media marketing can be a very powerful part of getting more new customers, and we recommend it highly. Mobile marketing. Well, let's talk about it here. Who here has a smartphone? Put your hands up. Just kidding, I can't see your hands. But here's the idea. Mobile marketing is very important because people are driving around with tablets and or phones, or walking around or taking planes or taking buses, and they have their phones with them. They're using the search engines right on the phone, the internet right on the phone, searching for nearby things like places to eat or places to go or things to see or whatever. So you need to be on mobile devices as well. So again, just a little bit further, location-based marketing. Well, what if you don't have a mobile component to your website or to your offerings, and people drive into your city, and you're one of those businesses that would stick out on a search for mobile, whether that be the local zoo or some other kind of event-based thing that people would do in your city. Well, if you don't have a way for people to find you mobile, you're going to miss out on that business. So you need to be worried about location-based marketing. And obviously you can see here from 0% in 2009, location-based marketing is projected to grow to $6 billion in 2015. Some restaurants are seeing 65% redemption rates from new real-time geo-targeted ads. So again, that's a great example of people who are looking is people who are tourists in other towns looking for great restaurants to go to. So again, just one example, but there's no reason your business shouldn't be on mobile as well. Again, there's just some numbers here. You can see it's completely crazy how many commas there are in that number. As far as mobile advertising impressions, you can also grow on mobile. Something that you need to be aware of is if you're running Google Ads, if you're not showing up in the first two positions on regular desktop or laptop Google search, you will not show up on the phone. You have to be in the first two slots to show up on mobile devices. So it's something to keep in mind when you're running those campaigns. Now the next secret and or way to increase your business, explode your business, is to get customers to buy more often. First of all, your customers. Get your customers to buy more often. When I talk to most people that we start doing business with, consulting or coaching, I'll ask them questions like, do you have a list? And the answer I get most of the time is we don't have a list. And then if I say, well, if you do, and they'll say, oh yeah, we do have a list. And I'll say, when's the last time you emailed those people or sent them something in the snail mail? The answer I get is either more than a year ago or never. You need to stay in contact with your list. You need to let them know what you're doing. But you can't talk to your customers if you don't have a list of those people. So first of all, you need to build your list. So you need to give them an opportunity to join your email program or enter a contest or a draw or a loyalty program. You've got to build your list. So the next time you have a special event or a closed door sale or you're launching a new product or whatever your situation may be, you can actually send a message out to your customers and get them to buy more often. So yeah, create a customer mailing list. Like here's obviously a shot of the old Rolodex system. I'm not saying Rolodexes are bad. If you're not online yet, then get a Rolodex. But let me say this to you: you have an opportunity to have lots of CRM programs and that's customer relationship management programs or email marketing programs, and they can do a lot of this for you and send people out direct email messages that they've agreed to get. So build your list. Now again, we're talking here about sending out promotional emails to your house list on a more frequent basis. And if you're not doing it now, if you're from zero, right, do it every month. Now you might be saying to yourself, well, maybe that's a lot for me to bite off and chew, every month. I have a place that we sell furnaces and air conditioning. Okay, maybe you don't need a monthly email, but maybe you have a quarterly newsletter, right? A quarterly newsletter, and you kind of talk about, some of the things that matter to you, and you have an email newsletter that's 90% content, but somewhere on there, if you're selling air conditioners or furnaces, you're talking about, let us come and do a general maintenance checkup or a free on recharge or some kind of thing. But if you don't stay in touch with your house list on a more frequent basis, they will forget about you. But worse than that, you won't be top of mind when they go to make another purchase of something that you could have sold them, but your competitors end up doing so. The big thing is don't let them forget you. I love talking about advertising. I really get jazzed about it. I mean, if I name some companies here, Tide, Coca-Cola, General Motors, here in Canada, Tim Hortons. I mean, these are some names, household names. However, even though they're household names, they're on TV. You can't watch a show on TV without seeing one of those ads. You can't go on YouTube without seeing their ads. You can't drive down the street without seeing a billboard or a bus bench or hearing it on the radio. And that's because those people don't want their clients to forget them. So you have got to take the same approach that you don't want people to forget you without using mass media that's too hard to track, that's going to make you go into the poorhouse. So again, don't let your clients forget you. One of the greatest strategies that we've got is sending out birthday cards and holiday cards. I mean, let's be frank. You see the stores, right? You see the stores gearing up for Christmas or gearing up for Halloween or Valentine's, or all those things. And those are all great holidays. Don't get me wrong. You should do something for those. However, when you gear up for Christmas, Christmas comes at the same time every year, December 25th. It's pretty consistent. And you build up for that big month or that big day or whatever it might be. And then, your sales can take a plummet after that big holiday. Well, what if you started getting a database built of all the clients and prospects you have, and then start sending them out a birthday card, a hard in the mail birthday card with some sort of offer on it? I'll tell you what we do for the restaurant. We send out people a free entree on their birthday. They get the whole month of their birthday to use it. Now you might say to yourself, well, you're going to go broke giving out free entrees. Well, you don't go broke. And the reason why is people aren't coming to our restaurant by themselves and having nothing else. They're thinking, it's my birthday, I want to celebrate. The average is they're bringing 2.4 other people into the restaurant, and therefore we're making up for those sales, and they feel great about the fact that they're getting a free entree and they want to celebrate. So guess what? They buy another appetizer, or they buy dessert, or they have a nicer bottle of wine or a couple martinis. So again, the sales are actually up, and this comes off of sending a personalized birthday card in the mail, which 99.9% of your competitors don't do. So imagine a holiday promotion that runs 365 days of the year. You can have it if you start a birthday program in your business. Now again, you want to get customers to buy more often, you got to focus on service. We've worked with people who say, hey, I want you to increase my sales and let's work on that and get me more clients and all that kind of stuff. And that's fantastic. Hey, we want to get people more clients. We can get people in the door. That's not the problem. Getting people to come to your business the first time is not the problem. If your business, if all the people working in your business are not rowing the same way, if they're not focused on service and making sure that when people come to your business, that they are getting an awesome experience, so that they're basically forced, right, even if it's against their own free will, right? It's like subconscious that they're forced to leave your place and talk about how good it was. You got to knock the ball out of the park as far as service goes. Then you'll get a built-in referral network of people coming back to buy more often. Create a culture of service at your business, right? This is just a screenshot of Xerox here, dedicated to your experience. Well, you know, I love the stories of service and how far people are willing to go to make sure that the service is great. And here's the thing, there is no traffic jam on the extra mile. You actually don't even have to go that far because there's so much bad service out there that you just have to be a little bit better than most, and you will get to be recognized for how good your service is. I'm proud to say that's something that we do at the restaurant, and we didn't invent it. You know, we modeled ourselves after other successful businesses who had raving fans because of the service at the business. So just, you got to create a culture of service, and everybody's got to understand what you're trying to do short term and long term. And, you know, that way, again, customers will come and buy more often. So the third secret, or the third point, is get customers to spend more, right? Get customers to spend more when they come and see you. So vouchers are a great way to encourage bigger purchases. I mentioned to you earlier on this call, this webinar, that we had a situation where we give out people free birthday entrees. Well, then they come in and overspend, okay, on what people would walk in the front door with no offer, what they would purchase. So let's say the birthday people, after we subtract off the $35 free entree on their bill, they still spend more than our $40 per person average after we've subtracted off the discount. So vouchers can encourage bigger purchases because people just feel like they're getting a deal, and therefore they loosen up their pocketbook a little bit. So we encourage you to use vouchers that are trackable because they're direct response and you can make sure that they're doing well. So what are the tips for success? Well, we've gone over all these different things that you can do to get people to spend more money, to get people to come and visit your business for the first time, to get them to come back more often. And my tips for success for you are, put some of these strategies in place. Put them in place one at a time, get them working, and then when they're working and everybody understands what to do and how to do it, then add another thing. Don't try and do 10 things at once. Try and do one thing. This is not a good area to multitask until you've got it happening on autopilot. But the other big opportunity you have in this day and age now is to leverage technology. Okay, so leverage technology. So we want to be able to show you something now that we have figured out to use in our own business that actually automates the getting of new clients, getting them to come back more often, and getting them to spend more when they come. So we wanted to introduce to you a system.
Just get comfortable and start again.
Okay.
So here it is. We wanted to introduce to you a system that we've come up with, and I actually came up with it for my own business because I was completely going crazy about a loyalty program. To be truthful with you, I was on a loyalty program years ago that was fantastic, but I found it a little bit expensive for my business because it really, really, really depended on direct mail, which, you know, there's nothing wrong with direct mail, but a lot of pieces sent over the whole year can be quite costly for a place with, you know, lower transaction value like a restaurant. It's not like people are buying, you know, $4,000 leather sofas or something. So then we switched our loyalty program to a different program, and we're very frustrated to find out that this text-based program that we're using basically didn't work for about 10 months. The glitchy thing that it was, and so I just completely went crazy and decided I gotta create my own loyalty system. So basically, this was created out of the necessity to not drive myself completely crazy by drinking Jack Daniel's straight from the bottle for the frustration over my loyalty programs, because I wanted to give our clients a way to be rewarded for coming to our business. So that's how this all got started. But now I want to be able to show you and share this program with other local businesses so that small business owners can really reap the rewards of their work that they're currently doing. So what's the agenda? We want to talk about the loyalty market here a little bit. Then we're going to talk about the complete loyalty solution. We'll give you a little bit of a platform demo, and then we'll tell you the cost and how to get started on this program if it's something that you want to use. So first of all, let's talk about the market. I've got a picture up here of the old loyalty card, which you might remember, kind of a punch card, which is not a bad idea at all. There's nothing wrong with paper cards. Some of the opportunities is that there's no analytics, there's no tracking. Those are two different difficult things to do there. Customer participation is low in a lot of cases, and there's no ongoing marketing reminder. So that's kind of the challenge of paper cards, is that at least there's something for sure, but you're depending on a lot of things like the person remembering to bring the card, your staff remembering to ask for the card. You don't know when the last time they visited was because the dates aren't on there, things like that. And again, there's no ongoing marketing reminders. The paper card in your pocket never reminds you that it's time to go to that place unless you come across it by accident. So the next step that kind of happened was POS loyalty. And I will tell you, this is something that I went through, is I had loyalty program in my POS, which is fine. It's again a step up from the cards. But again, is it convenient? Well, it's convenient for you as the business because you have your loyalty program built into your POS. But the problem is that your client doesn't have it in their hand. So unlike the paper card, they can't get reminded about your loyalty program that's embedded in your POS because they don't get to see it. Only you get to see it. Obviously, it's not top of mind. There's no additional marketing channels. You're basically just giving maybe a discount or a promo or an offer to someone at the point of purchase. Well, they're already there purchasing, so you haven't really attracted them maybe to the store in a different way. There's no customer messaging, obviously. Customer interaction is very low because basically you're looking at a screen that they can't see. And a lot of times there's limit on programs. We had a limit on programs in our particular way, where it was kind of like, oh, you got to decide, is it $1 a point or how are you going to run it? But it was basically only one way you could run it, and that can be troublesome if there's different kind of businesses with different revenue centers within them. So the next thing we'll talk about is the current loyalty apps. Okay, so there's apps out there, and some of them are good. But a lot of times, businesses are prompted to join a directory. We did a little work with a kind of a loyalty app, a couple years ago, and it was up to the business to join a directory. Well, the trouble sometimes with joining a directory is how does your business stand apart, and do you control the directory or the traffic that gets there? It can be a little bit off-putting. And then it was up to the business to promote the app. So that can be kind of troublesome as well, as if you don't know how to do that, it can be tricky. Now the biggest thing, and this has kind of been one of my we've got a little picture there below there about Groupon, and I will mention them here. Groupon has the right idea for themselves, but they definitely don't have the right idea for businesses. And here's what they do: they don't give the business any of the customer data. Right? If someone buys a Groupon, you've got to try and get the customer data like Groupon just got the customer data, even though Groupon could just give it to you. They don't want to give it to you, right? They want to make you have to get it so that you can make offers to direct people directly, which they know you're going to find difficult, and they've already come up with a way to do it. So you want that customer data. Remember earlier on in this webinar, we talked about building a database, and you cannot do it if you don't have your customer data. Obviously, in a lot of these cases with these directory and all these apps that are coming out, there's no communication to your clients through the app. That can be a very tricky part of the business. And then also you're at the mercy of the app. So in the case of Groupon, you're definitely at the mercy of the provider of the service. And also it's not custom to the business, right? You can see that business right there is getting, recommended on Groupon, but it's all Groupon's logoing, not your logoing. So there's some trouble there. Now again, let's talk about new customers versus loyal customers, right? Who do you really want? Do you want new customers or do you want loyal customers, right? You're going to get some of both, but you want most of those new customers to be the right kind of people who turn into loyal customers. Okay, so the new customers come in, maybe they came in because of a Groupon or a deal find or a daily deal or a coupon, right? We found that we ran a Groupon a couple of times, and I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm saying that the people who come in with a Groupon have a different mindset than the people who come in maybe with one of our free birthday offers, or they got a gift certificate from a friend or a relative. And these Groupon people, a lot of times the mindset is that they're looking for a deal, right? I'm only going to come to this place when I'm getting it for half off. Well, that's not going to help you build long-term loyalty, because those guys are kind of like cherry pickers. They're just looking for deal after deal after deal. They're bargain shoppers, right? And they're very costly to the business, because your cost of acquisition of that person can be a lot of money. And then they're low repeaters, because they're only going to come when you basically have dropped your pants completely on the deal, which, we want to be able to help you not do, right? So moving on, we're going to go to what we believe is the complete loyalty solution. So what we've created is we've created a mobile loyalty app. Okay, we've created a loyalty web page, which when we get to the demo, we'll show you this stuff, and social media integration, where you can turn activity of your members into posts on their Facebook and yours. You can give people customer notifications through multiple ways, and also there's a way to have customer data capture, which is fantastic for you and your business, and automatic list building for you. So first off, the mobile loyalty app is customized for your business. So you can just see here a very simple example here, Joe's Pizzeria. Okay, but you can see Joe's Pizzeria, that's maybe their logo. It has an offer there. It has the amount of check-ins or punches that you have to have. And all that can be customized, right? You can customize the logo. You can customize the color. You can customize the offer. You can customize the amount of punches. You can customize the whole thing. You can run every consumer and customer or client or patient at your place has their own account. You can run multiple loyalty programs within your own one loyalty program, and I'll show you that. You have reward management and redemption, so that nobody can cheat the system. You can have location information and click-to-call information built right into your app. You can also integrate it with your existing mobile website or app. One of the things that we like to do for people is get a sign-up page right onto your website, integrate it right onto your website, integrate it right onto your Facebook. We had somebody, I love to tell this story, we had somebody who signed up for our program and actually didn't do a lot of the things that we said to do, but one of the things they did do is they integrated it with their website, and after 2 months, they hadn't done anything. And they had over 220 some odd signups for their program just because it was linked to their website. So obviously a great opportunity there, and part of our custom setup service is getting that stuff set up for you. We also have QR codes for your marketing. So people are more and more every day getting used to QR codes. They do some very powerful things here with this program, and we'll show you that as well. But there's a great way to message people, okay, text message people directly, and email subscribe them on sign up, and it's integrated with an email program as well that you can go for that option as well on this program. So we're going to keep moving on to the web page. So we obviously make you a mobile version, but we also make you a loyalty web page that you can have, even if you don't have a website. You can have the loyalty web page that we host for you. That's included. So it's branded with the business. We'll show you a couple examples when we move into the demo. It gives you a program sign up, which you can customize. It's definitely iPad friendly for displaying in the store. You could have a Google tablet as well, like a Samsung Galaxy or Tab or whatever. But basically, it also has, and this is super cool, it has a functional loyalty app preview. So if you look on that little picture on the top right, you're going to see there's like a little iPhone there. Well, here's the cool thing, right? A lot of people have come back to us and said, well, I can't use this program because, too many of my customers don't have iPhones or Androids or whatever. Well, it doesn't matter. This loyalty web page that we're going to make for you has a live phone on it, so you can use that. Your customers and clients and prospects can actually come in and interact with your program with an iPad or a Google tablet that you have right at your front door, and do it that way. So really, the program is only suited for people with smartphones and without smartphones. So if your people fall in that category, they're going to be able to do it. So obviously the other thing is we help you market on social media. We integrated this loyalty program with Twitter, with Facebook, and we've actually just added Yelp and Foursquare. So there's lots of opportunity there with marketing on social media. Now the other thing is custom messaging. We have text message marketing built in to the app. So you can send your loyalty members messages. So remember we talked about, hey, you want to get your people to come back more often? Well, what better way than to remind people that they had a good time last time they were there, and now you're having a special opportunity, like here you're saying, hey, happy hour going on now till 7 p.m. You can do that and send it to people that already know you, like you, and trust you. So you can advertise through text messaging and customer messaging, current happy hour sales, instant deals, upcoming specials, or when the business is busy and should they make a reservation or an appointment. Obviously, we want to continue on to social loyalty. So imagine if you could automatically turn activity into social media posts. Well, we've put a special mechanism inside this app so that you can turn the activity of your clients, prospects, and members into social media posts automatically. We've also given you an opportunity to share for rewards. So example, let's say you go to, in this case here, it says you went to this spa. So Serenity Spa here has a special where if you share the fact that you signed up for Serenity Spa's VIP member program, that if you share that on your Facebook, people can click on that post in your Facebook, maybe go to Serenity Spa and get a free brow wax, and you, as the sharer of that, okay, your clients get a special reward as well, like hey, maybe $10 off their next service at the spa. But the bottom line is we're using social media on Facebook and Twitter to share your rewards with new clients. So again, back to that number one point, get more new customers automatically through this program. You can incent those customers to share, which I kind of just covered there. You might get people to share if you don't incent them, but my suggestion always is do the old what's in it for me, right? And we have multiple sharing features, and you can always come up with new shares, which we'll show you as well. Now, the biggest part of this and what makes it so awesome for you as a business owner or manager is the customer data capture and management. We show you how to build your loyalty program and automatically capture email, cell phone number, demographics. You can export it to any other program, and you can use it for tons of other business marketing purposes, like that mailing out the card for birthdays like we mentioned earlier. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go to the demo and show you a little bit of the back office of Local Rewards and how it can benefit your business.
This is an overview of your business panel. When you first log into your business panel, you will come to your dashboard. This has all the different options that you can do inside your business panel. At the top of your business panel, you will have your different types of loyalty programs that you can do. You have your mobile loyalty, your tablet loyalty, and your no hardware loyalty, all separate programs that you can create loyalty programs for. You'll also see text messaging, which is SMS, customers, which is your database of customers and your connections with your email clients, and then a QR code generator. There's video tutorials for each of these separate programs and pages on the pages themselves that will go over each individual feature for those loyalty programs. So under mobile loyalty, you have mobile punch card deals, social rewards, loyalty games, your app design, and then there's a web page design also. So that's all under the mobile loyalty. Under the tablet loyalty, you have points programs, punch cards, just simple capture program, and then design your email or design your tablet. Under no hardware, you have the points programs, punch programs, and just simple capture, and then also your staff, where you can create staff IDs and then design for your business portal, which is consumers don't see. Under text messages, you're able to send out text messages to your customers. Under customers, you're able to import customers, see your customer database, run reports on your customers, and you have email integration, which you can connect with your email client out there if you have accounts with MailChimp, Constant Contact, or iContact, and it'll in real time keep your customer database in those programs up to date with your loyalty members, and you can then email campaigns for them. We also have a QR code generator. Can create as many QR codes as you want to track scans and things like that. And then you have your resources tab for customer support. That's an overview of the business panel and the different loyalty options and options inside of it.
Hi there, Chris here from Local Rewards, and we're going to cover on this video the No Hardware Loyalty tab in your dashboard. So After clicking on No Hardware Loyalty tab, you can see that there's just a snapshot of your dashboard, which talks about members month to month, and if you scroll down a little bit, the stats of your programs. Then if you go over on your dashboard to design, you're going to see that you have an opportunity to upload your logo and then switch out your button, border, and font colors to customize your page. The next thing to the left of that is the staff button. This is fantastic because it allows all the staff members to be entered in here so you can track who's doing what as far as signing ups or not signing ups into your loyalty program. Makes everybody a little bit more accountable and keeps them honest, of course. The next thing is we have the 3 different ways that you can join the No Hardware Loyalty program. You have points, punch card, simple, capture. What we're going to do is we're going to go through the easiest and fastest one, which is punch card. So here we are in the punch card builder. You can see there's some custom tabs that you would design. How will the consumers sign up? Mobile, phone, and or email address, or you can just choose one or the other. Then it just goes right into buy or spend. Are you going to make people buy 10 widgets or 8 burgers, or are you going to make them spend a certain amount of money a few times to get whatever the reward is going to be? In this case, 1 free widget, or 1 juicy burger, or 20% off next purchase. It's all customizable to your business. Then you get to decide how many checks and punches are going to take to get to that reward. It's up to you there. And then how many days after the reward is earned should it expire? You want to give them no expiry date or kind of give them some kind of a deadline there, 1 month to 60 months. Then how many times can they check in? Is it 1 time, or is it 10 times, or is it unlimited? Right? Lots of opportunity there to do what you want. So once you've decided on how you want to have your punch card set up and you kind of got it set, then click on the lazy link here at the top, and you can take a look at what it's going to look like to you when you've got someone at the front making a purchase. You can simply ask them, are you part of our rewards program? If they say no, you simply say it's free to join, takes less than 10 seconds to sign up, and you can earn some valuable free services and or items. Then the customer will just add their email and or their name, and then they're instantly added to your rewards program and earn their first punch all in one fell swoop. It is that simple. If a current rewards member is making a purchase, just ask for their cell number or email, depending on which one they use to sign up, and they instantly earn another punch towards their rewards. Here we are on the mobile loyalty tab. We're first going to look at the dashboard here. You take a look, again it shows members month to month, new members by month. Then on the bottom it shows you the stats of all your current running programs. Moving over to the mobile punch card, we now can take a look at a mobile punch card that we've previously set up. So you can see here it says buy 8 widgets, get 1 widget free. We're just going to go to edit just to quickly show you how easy it is to set this up. You just put right in there what you want to have your buy or your spend. In this case we have buy 8 widgets, and then what do you get? Get 1 widget free. Again, there's a couple more examples there for you. You can choose the number of check-ins or punches that people would have, 1 to 16. How many days after reward is earned should it expire? Anytime from never expires to 5 years. How many times can a customer check in? 1 time per day. You can check it all the way to 10 times or unlimited, and you can change it from day to week to month. Now again, we have an opportunity here, a great opportunity for allowing customers to punch their card by scanning the QR code with a third-party scanner. So obviously, as we all know, a lot of smartphone users have QR code readers on the phones. Now again, very powerful feature here, giving customers their last punch free if they share each punch through Facebook, which basically means if they punch in through Facebook into your business, that is going to post on their Facebook page, therefore viralizing the effect of your loyalty program. Another very powerful feature is the review feature here. You can check the box that says request consumer review after a successful punch. And also, you can also give customers a free punch if they fill out the review. So in this case, the review will be positive if the average rating is greater than, and I would have probably 4 checked off here, 4 or 5. And then again, another checkbox for automatically post to Facebook if the review is positive. So again, the viralization of your loyalty program and reviews, positive ones being posted on Facebook automatically. Now again, you can program your questions. We have a couple questions here. Was your experience so good that you would return? And was your experience so good that you would tell others? So a couple questions, you can add as many as you like.
Security code here. Again, a lot of people ask us, how do people not punch all their punches that they need to get? And what we do is we have the security code change for you. Again, you can change it every day, week, month, or check in, or never. And security code page, same kind of thing. Plus we have a QR code security to be able to change every day, week, or month, or never. So that is the basics of the mobile punch card tab on your Local Rewards back office. So here we are in the mobile loyalty tab, and we're going to take a look at app design. So in app design here, this is something that we normally take care of on the custom setup, but we wanted to show this to you so you can take a look. And obviously we start with your program URL, and you can see it's m.localrewards.ca, and that's because it works on regular desktop and laptop, but it is also optimized for mobile devices. So you can change your widget, but here it is, the widget factory. There's business name, phone number. Obviously you can put website URL and add your location as it is geo-targeting capable as well. Then you have your appearance. Obviously we put in your logo for you. You have an app icon, background color, link color, you know, fill circles, unfilled circles, button color. You know, you want to have check-in or punch. And of course you can see it live over on this phone here as you are designing it. So it's exactly how it's going to show up over there. You can enable, disable pages, whether it be the punch card pages, the deals, social rewards, and reviews. Then you can pick your registration form fields, whatever they may be. And you can add custom fields as well if you have you know, certain kind of requirements for your business that you want to be able to know. And then of course here's the viralizing effect of the loyalty program again, the punch card, and more, as it were. So you can connect to your Facebook page and your Twitter page, and then even more powerful now with the review pages of Yelp and Foursquare. Plus you can customize your homepage text. Again, this is a WYSIWYG editor, so what you get is what you, or see, excuse me, what you get is what you see. You can put a video in here, you can put photos in here, you can put whatever it is that you want to put in there for your homepage. So again, that is your app design, and very similar on the web design. So we'll just flip over to that tab, and again, this is what we would hook up to your Facebook page and your website as well. Again, business info, business phone, website URL, put your logo on. Again, in this particular case, you put a custom cover. We'll take a look in just a second at what that's all about. Background, link, button, font, colors as well. And again, the registration form fields, and then your social media hooked up. So if we take a look just at a preview web page, you can kind of get an idea of how that would look. So there it is. Now the really cool thing is this phone is live here as well. A lot of people you know, think it's just a picture, but again, it's live. So you know, this is, you can have this come out on tablets, or if you have tablets installed at the front or at the cache, you can have that there. But this is your page, and people can interact with their phone. If they don't own one, they can interact with it on your Facebook page or your website page. But so they sign up right here, and again, as soon as they sign up, they're instantly added to your program, and they can share it on their Facebook and Twitter, of course. And you can see on this example, the text me deals, news and more is not clicked off. We can't automatically click it off because of privacy, so you can ask people to click it off and even say to them, hey listen, your best deals are always going to come on text. So again, here you are, that's what your page would look like. So we'll just flip back over here, and again, it's the same URL as your app design 2. Mobile, optimized, and desktop, and tablet. So there you have it, app design and website design. So here we are in the Local Rewards dashboard looking at the SMS tab. This is one of the most powerful functions inside of Local Rewards, and that is because it allows you to send text messages in real time to everybody who's signed up to receive text through your program. Now of course here it lists your customers, how many are registered. In this particular case we're just using this as a test account, so there's nobody subscribed to text. But here's where you just type in your message. Very, very simple, okay? And there's something here called advanced filter. So on your mobile app, if you ask if people are female, male, or when their birthday is, or what their join date is, or certain other criteria, you can send text based on that criteria. So very cool. And then basically you have a purchase on demand text messaging service here where you can buy your text messages down here right inside your own account. So again, just please note that you can also take a look at the history of your text messages. So again, as you send messages, they all will be stored here in history, and you can take a look at which text messages have performed better, so you can send them out again. Now we're going to move over to the customer tab, which again, you can export. So anybody that you bring in through this widget of your app, you can export them from here to other programs if you need. There's an import function. Customers, you can see them all. You can do reports on those people and also email integrations. Lots of opportunity there with your customers and the tracking and reporting of those said people. Just a quick look over at QR codes here. What's really neat about QR codes is that you can place them in different places. So if you are advertising in print media in numerous places, you can have a QR code dedicated to that print media so you can track all your signups from that print media. So again, if you have a newspaper, if you have a magazine, what have you, all can be set up in here and you have unlimited QR codes. So there you have it. We've covered SMS, customers, and QR codes. Now inside the mobile loyalty tab, there is the mobile punch card. But the mobile punch card has more features than just the loyalty program. So we're going to show you the mobile deals. So if you click on mobile deals here, we've got one set up already. Buy one, get one free. Now again, you can change the start and ending dates. And again, it's programmed to automatically send through your SMS. We're going to go to edit here, just take a quick look. Very, very simple. You just put what your deal is, when the start date is, when the end date is. Very, very simple. So that's the mobile deal. Again, you send that through your SMS tab. Now social rewards, a little bit different. Again, what we have here is, it says share this, get 25% off your first purchase at the widget factory, and the reward is get a free widget. So again, we're going to go back into edit, take a quick look, see how this is set up. So share this. Again, you just type in here what you want the person who's going to share this with their Twitter following or their Facebook following, what they want to share. They have a share link here, and they have their reward. So basically you set it up so that they share this reward out, and they simply get the customer reward just for sharing. Again, viralizing the effect of your loyalty program. And of course, you can have your reward expire anywhere from never to 5 years. And lastly, and maybe most fun, is the loyalty games part of the mobile loyalty. So again, we've got here a loyalty game called Win a Trip to Las Vegas. So expires 1 month after earned, scans 1 time per day. We'll go into the edit and just take a little look here on the setup. So basically, we have the game here, Win a Trip to Las Vegas. So how many days after the reward should it expire? Again, 1 month, never expires to 60 months. How many times can a customer play? 1 time to 10 times to unlimited, and then it's for day, week, or month. Now this is really cool here, the percentage of winning spins. You can pick anywhere from 10%, only 1 out of 10 win, or up to 100% of people win. Then you can put any prizes that you want in here. You can add prizes as much as you like. And then we've got the QR code security as well. So this is a fantastic way to use the mobile loyalty to its nth degree as far as promotion goes. So those are the 3 mobile deals, social rewards, and loyalty games, all included in your mobile loyalty program